Well, hello, Year 8, and yet another Year 8 virtual assembly. Welcome, and this is some of the things we're going to be talking about today. Hope you're all keeping safe and well. Looking at our DCS music video, we'll talk about that in a couple of minutes' time. Any updates from work that you've been sending in? Got a few more fantastic pieces of work this week. If you can get some more to me, but again, I'll talk to you about that a little bit later on. Some updates from some of the things that staff have been doing, our weekly challenges as always, new house competition, and our student of the week. Well done to AM1 once again. Absolutely smashed the beat the teacher challenge last week. Again, I'll talk to you about that in a minute as well. So onto our faith acronym. Look this week, looking at fellowship, collaborating with others, treating people with respect, dignity, and kindness. And I think really, what does it mean to us? The DCS Stay at Home Ensemble is an absolute perfect example of what that's all about. Please have a look at that. It's finished. It's on the front page of our website. So have a little look at that. It's really, really good fun. And congratulations to everybody, staff and students and people, everyone in the community who took part in that. Absolutely fantastic video. Really putting our faith values and our fellowship all together. Also, we have there Josiah in Year 8 selling his books and DVDs from his driveway. Obviously with social distancing rules in place, raising £18.88. Amazing work, Josiah. Again, it's putting that money to the NHS, collaborating, treating people with respect and dignity. And it's so good when I'm seeing the work and I'm seeing things that you've been doing, realizing how much you still grab onto those values, even considering that we're in lockdown. You still creep onto those values and you're still showing those values. And that's what being part of Derby Cathedral School is all about. So absolutely congratulations. Remember, as far as faith values goes, we're creating a poster, so if you've got any good ideas on posters, please send them in to Distance Learning. Look at the colours that are used, make sure it's really big and bold, but make sure it really focuses on what those faith values are, so people look at it and know instantly what those values are. That's part of Derby Cathedral School. Get them into Distance Learning out as soon as you possibly can. It'd be great to see some fantastic entries. Okay, so just some of the things that some staff have been up to. Mrs. Smith there, busy with her bees. Really important. I get a bit of hay fever this time of year, and it's really important to try and get produce that's made from local plants and pollen, because that builds up resistance to what's around you. And honey made from local pollen is a fantastic way to help combat things like hay fever. So it's really good to see Mrs. Smith there out with her bees, using sort of local plants and local pollination. Really, really good to see that. Mrs. Helberston there, she sent any maths assessments down to your school accounts. If you're not sure how to access your 365 account, then if you follow that link, or if you go onto our website, onto the online resources page, you can see the instructions there of how to get onto your 365 account. Really important this, because we're not sending any assessment feedback to your personal accounts. All of it's being sent back to school accounts. Please make sure, if you haven't had feedback yet, two things. Number one, make sure you check your Office 365 school account. Instructions for it on the website. Secondly, it's been a bit of a logistical puzzle, because some people have written work, some people have typed work up and emailed in, some people have taken photographs of work, so it's quite a logistical puzzle putting all these different things together and then giving everybody feedback. So please bear with us. If you haven't had feedback yet, then you will be getting some feedback. If you haven't had it by the end of this week, then please let me know and I can chase up any specific departments that are missing. But do please bear with us on that one. I know that Mrs. Boyle loves the designs that she puts on the walls. Look absolutely amazing. She's been doing this again with social distancing obviously in mind in the school. I love this one for geography outside my room, with a three-dimensional globe sticking out of the wall there. Looks incredible. When you're walking around and you see these amazing displays, please make sure you see her and tell her how fantastic these displays look, because they are phenomenal. She has taken a lot of time, a lot of effort, but the place looks so good. It looks really bright, and all these displays around looks amazing. So please make sure you speak to her and say congratulations, well done, and how much you like those displays. Absolutely superb. Don't forget competition time. We've still got our sixth house name that we're looking for. You've got till this Friday to get those, and we've had a few in already. I have one or two favourites. Like I said last week, I'm not going to talk about those because I don't want to bias anyone towards them. Please make sure, one word, Derbyshire East Midlands Association, either past or present. Make sure it's simple, and any logo has to represent what that is, but make sure the logo is straightforward. You've got till Friday the 26th, this Friday. Please get them into distance learning at derbycathedralschool.org.uk. Challenges from last week. Oh, year 8s, man, we're doing this really, really well. 8 and 1, absolutely smashed it. 124 merits, superb. But if you notice again, year 8s, we are the year group where at least one person has taken part from every form in these challenges. I noticed there that one of the year 7 forms hasn't, so we are showing the year 7s that we can take part and we can do everything that's put at us. So please make sure you get as many people to keep on doing these weekly challenges as possible, and as I say every week, show the year 7s how it's done. We need to benchmark this so that we can say, year 8s, we know how to do it. Really proud of you. Some fantastic work there so far, year 8s. Brilliant. 8 and 1, smashing it. Results for PE Fitness and Sports going to be next week. This week's going to be Design and Technology and Chocolate. Watch out for that one. Bit I love the most is your work. Had quite a lot this week. Mr. Salt has been sending a couple of pieces of great work in here. He sent these pictures here. This is from Lily, and these are some work that she's been doing in a book there. And you know what I think is brilliant is, from everything I'm seeing, again, because we're in lockdown, doesn't make any difference to the high standard of work you are producing. It is still phenomenal. And I'm looking at Lily's work here, how neat it is, how well presented it is, and it just shows that those standards are still so high even in lockdown. You know the standards, and it's brilliant to see. I love the use of colour in there, Lily. It looks really, really fantastic. On the right there you can see a letter that was written by Drew Dodd. I like this. Mr. Salter sent this to me as well. I really like this. Some really good ideas here about getting pupils outside to work. I completely agree with that. And it'd be really nice to be able to work outside, especially from, you know, bias again, looking at geography. It's a really good thing to be able to get out and move around outside the classroom. And I think that'd be a really good idea to do, especially when it's really hot during the summer. And I like his idea as well. I've got lots of more fruit into the canteen. I mean, I'm a big fruit eater. He says that I intend to get some served berry medleys and some other assorted fruits. I'm 100% behind you on that one, Drew. I think it's a brilliant idea. Heartily support that idea. Count me in for that one. I'll be down there getting that fruit in there. So well done. Great work. Some more work here, a piece of work here from Reese. He's been doing some work on factors that can cause some countries to be less developed than others. He's highlighted the physical factors here that can cause a difference in development. Really straightforward: poor soil quality, too hot a climate or too dry a climate, lack of resources. And it's great to see how simply this has been put together, but how every piece of information is all there and it's all really, really clear. Great revision tool, great idea for doing that. You know, if you were revising that for GCSE or for one of our assessments, you could look at that. Everything you need is there, and it's really simple and really clear. Nice piece of work, Reese. I like that a lot. On the right here, Callum. Callum says he's been a scratcher. I've taken this from what Callum said to me. He's been a scratcher for almost 2 years. I have seen some people when I've been in school using Scratch quite a lot. Good piece of software. He shared a lot of Got Talent projects. Here's some of the ones that he's been doing recently. If you want to zoom in, you can pause the video and you can zoom in on those. There's some names on it: Alex, Callum, Jacob, Brooklyn. You can zoom in on those, have a little closer look, but really, really nice work on there, Callum. And more from Callum here. Callum sent me a few things today. He sent me a couple of reviews. The first one is Home Alone 1. And I'll talk about the second one in a minute. Really, really nice, really positive review here. I know it's about a film. We were doing book reviews, but I'm really happy to see any reviews coming in. And I like the fact there's review and analysis. Simple plot, 2 bumbling burglars. It's simple. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. He gives it 8.5 out of 10. Really, really positive. Doesn't say it's fantastic, but he says, you know, it's a really good, engaging film. Really, really nice write-up. And the reason I say that is because he's also done another write-up for another one, Home Alone 3. This one, he's a really negative write-up, 0.5 out of 10. What I like is the balance that Callum's put in between the same thing, so Home Alone 1, but then Home Alone 3, so further down the line, sequels further down the line. And he's really highlighted the differences between the original and then what happens with sequels further down the line. And it's a really, really interesting review. And I love the balance between the two. So I'm really, really happy to read both of those, Callum. Positive on one side, negative on the other side. But more importantly, it's a comparison between two things which are supposed to be fairly similar and the differences that have happened between 1 and 3. So really, really nicely written, Callum. Again, as with all these reviews, if you want to pause it at any point, just pause it, read the review, and let me know what you think. Yeah, good work, Callum. Really, really good. Reese, I'm going to try this. 100% I'm going to try this. Miss Amy sent me this. Not apologies. El Cochido? El Cochido? Someone's going to have to tell me, so write it out for me. How do you pronounce that? Spanish is not my thing, which I'm ashamed to say, unfortunately. Please write and let me know how you're supposed to pronounce that. Spanish recipe looks absolutely superb. Again, if you want to have a go at this, please pause it, have a little read through it, and you'll be fantastic if you can do this and then send me some pictures of what's happened and what came out at the end. Looks quite straightforward, lots of ingredients on the left hand side there, but looks fairly straightforward to do. So Reese, I'm definitely going to have a go at that. I might put on how mine came out. If it's edible, I'll let you know. Really great work. Don't forget, please let me know how you're supposed to pronounce that. That'd be great. Okay, so on to student of the week. Interesting one. This. We'll see what you think of this. In third place, Josiah. Good work. I love the idea of that, selling those DVDs and books with social distancing, of course, and then donating that money to NHS. You know, it's fellowship all day long. Absolutely superb. Well done, Josiah. In second place, we have Lily. Lily, superb pieces of work. And Mr. Salter was really, really impressed. And the email he sent me about the work you've been doing was absolutely fantastic. And I couldn't put them in last week because if you remember, I said that I needed those images. And now I've got those images, Lily, and they were absolutely fantastic. Really, really good work. In first place, we have... had to put all three in. Callum, Reese and Drew, you know, superb work from all of you. Recommendations from a number of different members of staff for you. So Callum, Reese and Drew, I couldn't separate between you. I don't know if I've got enough badges for when we get back, but congratulations, the three of you. Well done. Please keep getting that work in for me, whether it be academic work, whether it be things you've been doing outside of school. Please get as many things into me as you possibly can. Well done, all of you. Really, really fantastic. Okay, well, that's it for this week. Thanks so much for all your updates. It's amazing, even though we're still in lockdown, the things you are doing are still absolutely fantastic, and the things you are achieving are amazing. Please email me. As I said just a minute ago, it doesn't have to be academic, but any work you've got that you're proud of, any images you've got you're proud of, any things you were doing outside of school, please get them into me so I can put them on the assembly. If you sent me something in the past and you haven't seen it, then please make sure you email me and say I've sent you something. Please can you have a look for that and put that on the assembly. Any shout outs you want, please let me know. Can you send them to distancelearning@derbycathedralschool.org.uk and if you put Mr. Capon in the subject bar, then it will get to me obviously straight away. Please make sure you take part in the Beat the Teacher challenges. They're going to be up on the website hopefully today, because I'm sure you're aware we've had some website issues from the last since the weekend, but hopefully they'll be up to date. Please have a go at those. Have a look at the Newhouse competition, have a look at the Faith Poster competition, and please make sure you stay safe and take care, and I will speak to you next week.